Hi, pre-algebra students. I want to give you a sense of what you're going to see when you log into your pre-algebra class. Uh, Here, you're going to see you start. This is what happened. This is what you see when you click this button here, the home button. So there's a welcome, there's course information, there's a lot of good stuff in here, all with separate links. So if you look at this, getting started is how you organize yourself for an online class. The course syllabus is where you can find out all the objectives and goals for this class, and also my contact information. So it's a place you can go to if you want to check in or if you need to remind yourself how to reach me. You're not going to need a lot of materials for this class, except I believe here it tells you what you need for your technology. So look over that and make sure that you're all set in terms of your electronic device. And in terms of books or anything like that, everything you need is in this course. You will want to have a calculator, and I would keep a notebook where you can keep track of notes, you can write notes, and you can also do practice problems so you can go back and review it before you take any kind of assessment. So again, announcements is a good place to check at least once a week. So you click on that, and basically what I'll post there is what your the expectations are for the week, and it usually goes about one module a week. And then the assignments that are due, the lessons you need to read. I wouldn't worry a lot about grades right now, but that might be a place later in the course that you want to start monitoring just to make sure that you're on track. The syllabus, you can reach it here, or you can reach it actually, again, there's multiple places to get this stuff. It's under course information as well. So you click on that, and that, like I said before, is a good way to see if you're on track in terms of the course goals, how much you have left to do, and also my contact information. The modules tab is the most important tab, and really the one you need the most, because that walks you through this course and in the order that you should do it. It starts basically with a pre-test, and that gives you and me a sense of where you're at already, the knowledge you're bringing to this class, and what you need to spend more time on in terms of the lessons. Then it goes into a number line. There's lessons there, and then the things with the little airplanes, those are quizzes. So again, then you go over exponent rules, and then there's a quiz. But there's all lessons within here. I wish I could show you like how you access the lessons, but there's something funky going on with my page right now, so that I'm missing the menu that is normally up there, if you can see my cursor right at the top. And it usually has things like vocabulary, which is the math vocabulary you need to know. It has video clips that are really short and actually quite good in terms of presenting the information in the lessons a different way, or to reinforce what you've learned in the lessons if you feel like you need a little bit more explanation. And then there's a place where you can have a note-taking format. And let's see, I'm trying to think what else there is, because I can't actually look at it right here. But the most important part of this menu bar that I really want to get back as soon as possible is there's a little icon here. It's a slide. There's slides. I think it might say home on it. But either way, it's up in this right-hand corner. And when you click on it, you're going to see all of the lessons. So right now, I can't actually show you a lesson because I don't have that menu bar. But I'll edit this screencast once my my website gets fixed. All right, so let's go back to modules. So they all have the same structure. They all start, I'm going to zoom down here to 2. The second one is geometric transformations. Okay, so again, the first thing it does is give you an overview of everything you're going to learn in the module, and then you take a pre-test. And then you have a lesson on translations, then you have a quiz on translations. These little link symbols, those are where the lessons are. Let's see, another quiz after you've done the lessons on reflections and rotations. So we go from like a review of the number line and rules of exponents, into a little bit of geometry, but this is all good background knowledge that you need for this class to be successful. The next module 3 is also geometric relationships and stuff that you'll go into more detail in with when you take a geometry class later. Again, starting with a pretest, and then the lessons, mid-module checks, practice test. A discussion-based assessment is where we set an appointment and I'll talk to you about what you've learned in the lesson. It's to make sure that you're ready and to clarify anything that you're a little uncertain about before you take the actual test. And the test is divided into 2 parts. Part 1, Part 2. Let's take a peek and see if we can tell much here. If I click on here, take the quiz. So this is mostly multiple choice for the Part 1. Let's keep going, see if there's any open-ended questions. There aren't. But for all of these aren't easy, just you read the question and then you pick the right answer. Most of these questions require a calculator perhaps, definitely some note paper, and they require some deeper thinking. They're not just simple, some of them you might be able to answer right away, but most of these you have to think about it. Which segment shows Liam waiting for a cab? So that would be a part that might be flat. So that's stuff that you're going to learn as we go through all of these modules in the class. But one thing that's really nice about these modules is that they follow the same structure. You start with an introduction to what you're going to learn. There's a pretest. I don't have a blog in every single one like I do in the first one here, but I'll be adding more of those. But as you go through, so you have a pretest, you have a lesson, then you have a little quiz, and then you have another lesson, and then you have another little quiz, and then there's a mid-module check that basically, like 2.04, would cover everything that you've already learned in 2.03, 2.02, and 2.01. So it follows that format for all of the modules. Then you have a practice test, another practice test. Oh, I wanted to peek. I think the second one is perhaps more open-ended. Practice 2. No, they're all still multiple choice for this one. Sometimes you're going to have to explain how you got an answer, or you're going to have to write the steps, but it appears in these first 2 modules you don't need to do that. But you will have to as you progress through the course. So again, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. My contact information will be in the announcements, and it will also be in the syllabus. All right, and I'm looking forward to meeting you and working with you.